All right. Test 1, 2, test. It's real loud. It's real loud. Didn't Susan do a fantastic job, you guys? Give her a hand. Test 1, 2. Well, we have an exciting night to continue for you guys. Susan just did an awesome job of really just kind of setting the stage for tonight what we get to celebrate. You know, Celebrate Recovery is such a important part of my life and so many people who are my friends' lives too. And what we get to do at Celebrate Recovery, one is to get to know God on a deeper level. Number 2, to find freedom from our hurts, habits, and hang-ups. And when we do that, when we find that, when we discover this relationship with God, and for so many of us here, we invited him into our lives. And that's what that video really talked about, the fact of making it personal, that it's really about a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. And we've got a group of 8 people. I'm going to ask them to come up, all come up on stage because we want to take a photo of them. We want to get a photo for some of your families who have come while they're dry, okay? We're going to have before and after shots, but we'll get that. Wow, that almost works out. So the shortest guy's on the end, I guess. Is that right? All right, so if you got your camera and you want to take pictures, we'll introduce them as we share their testimonies also. As they go. Photos? Good, good, good. Smile. Pretty. You guys look so great. That's awesome. All right, now go sit back down. Go on. Bobby, going to ask you to stay up here. I think you are our first one. And Patrick's going to share a little bit of your testimony.
It started one night. I was sleeping outside on a metal balcony, and something moved me when I was sleeping, and I grabbed onto the rail so I wouldn't fall. As I did this, I didn't open my eyes, so something moved me again, and I believe that something was my Lord calling. I got on my knees, and I surrendered to him, and I told him I was ready to live. So with his help, I am a changed man. I love you, my Father, my Lord, my God. I'm going on 3 years sober. My name is Bobby.
So Bobby, this is a big deal tonight. It really is. This is what baptism is about. It's really about a public statement, an outward expression of what's happened inside in a spiritual way. And for those of us who've been baptized, it's about confessing the fact that Jesus was my Savior, but going forward, he's also going to be the Lord of my life. And you've made that commitment. Is that correct? So Bobby, you want to cover your nose there? I'm going to baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
My name is Cleo. I'm 28 years old. What? Oh! God knows her name. I'm 28 years old. I was a struggling drug addict. I had no belief in God. I was lonely, sad, on a road to everything that is evil. My days were filled with turmoil and chaos. Today, I am in recovery from being an addict. More importantly, I'm a believer in Jesus Christ. I have complete and total faith in God. I've given him my will and follow his. Today, my life is filled with peace, grace, and serenity.
That's awesome. Chloe, based on that profession of faith, you want to hold your nose real quick? That one? Okay, good. So I baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
My testimony is short. I have loved the Lord all my life. I strayed away a few times, went to prison, got lost in my addiction, and now He is changing my life in miraculous ways. My name is Josh.
Well, Josh, we've talked earlier tonight, and we talked about your relationship with Christ and the fact that you've invited Him into your life. And so tonight, you profess that faith before your friends and family here that's here. All right. Well, based on that faith, I want to baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
This is the testimony of Karen. My road to recovery. When I was 14 years old, I discovered the life of addiction, and for 15 years, I was in the fast lane to destroy my life. Even when I thought I had it together, I realized now I was still suffering, thinking I was living right, but somehow always ended up in the same spot doing the same thing. In and out of jail for years, starting at the age of 18, always coming out with the thought, this was it. This would stop. This would be the time I put it all behind me, only to end up going to prison at the age of 27. Spending 2 years in prison system where I attended church and maintained a routine, I thought this was really it. This is when my life was finally going to change. Being released on June 15, 2017, I finally felt like I had it right this time. And for a few short months, I was doing everything I was supposed to. Well, except I left my faith in prison. It wasn't until I relapsed again, a few months after being released, I knew I was in the fast lane again. And this time wasn't going to be good. I was now on 2 years of probation with 5 years promised to me if I violated. And for months, I dipped and dodged the rules I was supposed to be following, slowly losing myself and everything I had worked so hard to have. I finally realized I had to make a change, and my life depended on it. I know that I wasn't living right and that I was powerless over my addiction, completely powerless. Something had to be done. I couldn't do this on my own. I was finally offered an opportunity to move here into Sarasota and started on the slow lane to my recovery with a support team that is endless. And with my higher power and the tools the Purpose House has given me, I am becoming the woman I deserve to be. And with all the suffering throughout life, I am here today to finally give my life to the man who created me and has forgave me all of my sins. I finally am ready to open my eyes and my heart.
Man, and you know, can we relate to, right? The walk with the Lord sometimes can be really difficult, but tonight, you know, what you're testifying to is the fact that you want Him to be the Lord of your life. And He's going to bring, I mean, He has already put people in your life to walk with you through the difficult times and celebrating victory. So, based on your profession of faith tonight, Karen, I baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
This is the testimony of Katie. Before I gave my life and will over to the care of God, I was lost and hopeless. I was a prisoner to my addiction. My life was in total chaos, and I didn't want to live anymore. Now that I have surrendered, I have a new life in Christ. I have hope and peace and a purpose. Every day is a blessing because God's amazing grace and mercy. Philippians 4:13 says, I have been through my initiation, and now I am ready for anything, anywhere. Full stomach or empty stomach, poverty or plenty, there is nothing I can't not master with the help of the one who gives me strength.
Well, I had the pleasure of getting to know Katie about 6 months ago at Salvation Army, and she was in my CRP class. You know, we used to enjoy walks as a group. We'd walk down to the water, and Katie would sing, and I would be like, oh my goodness, does she have an amazing
This is the testimony of Lindsay. My life was unmanageable, living life on life's terms. I wasn't living, and I was hopeless and miserable and unhappy and was not a functioning person or mother. It took me losing my children and losing everything to finally realize my life was out of control. And being in recovery, I realized I can do this. I can't do this alone. And I surrender to God. And with God in my life, I can overcome anything. And now I am truly happy and hopeful. And most of all, I can honestly say I love myself.
This is the testimony of Randy Bennett. I was in a dark, dark place, yet the sun was in the sky. The temperature was 100 degrees, yet I felt so cold. The clock kept ticking, yet I could not tell what month it was. I would look in the mirror, yet no one was looking back. Family and loved ones all around me, yet not a soul in sight. I would wake up every morning, yet I never felt alive. Hello, I am Recovery Randy, aka Randy Bennett. That introduction was a brief description of my inner soul before I allowed God into my heart. My constant battle to feed my addictions had led me down a road without hope, and I became close to losing my life a few times because of it. On January 1st, 2016, I got sober and committed my life to a program of recovery. I soon started listening to God's will, not mine. He opened my eyes, softened my heart, and has restored my soul. I realize now that He was always with me, by my side, every step of the way. You know how I know? Because I am here tonight to spread my hope. He has blessed me beyond what I felt worthy of. He has taught me to be stronger beyond what I thought I was capable of. He put love in my heart where I thought there was no room. Now, once I surrendered my will to Jesus, He showed me how to be a father. He has given me a purpose. I now have a new identity, but I am still me, just a way better version. I am comfortable in my own skin. I no longer seek chemicals to alter my mind to make me feel better. Now I am not perfect, and I may stumble and fall, but as long as I keep God in my heart and don't drink alcohol or take drugs, He will give me the strength and courage that I need to overcome whatever comes my way. I vow to continue to fill that void that was in my heart with God's unconditional love, not with my old selfish, sinful desires. I am Randy, and this is where my journey begins.
This is the testimony of Janaea. I never felt a connection with God. I knew that God, growing up Catholic, had led me to believe. It wasn't until I was beaten down so immensely, so defeated and desperate due to my drug addiction, I allowed myself to feel God, and it happened for the first time. I knew I wanted to live. God gave me a choice that very day. This was the only choice I could make. I choose to live. From that moment, I have not looked back. I am not the same woman I was that day God gave me that choice. My faith has become my foundation of my new life. I am able to be a mother, a friend, a sister, and a daughter. And I am today, and as my faith grows stronger, so does this woman of God who God intended me to be.
When I first started to see something happen in her life was at the front welcome desk as she was greeting people coming to celebrate recovery. And I'll tell you what, there was just something spiritually that was coming alive, and it was evidence in the sparkle in your eyes and in your attitude. And I'm just so proud of you that tonight you've made the decision to publicly, just tell the world, basically, that it's going forward, it's going to be with you, with God's help. Amen. So I want to baptize you today in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So how about that? Let's give it up for all of them. I don't know if this is on. Yeah, it's on. It's on. All right. Well, we're proud of you guys, and thank you. Thank you all for coming out, too, for this. We got one more thing that we want to do. We want to celebrate anniversaries, and we've got a giveaway tonight. So if you can just hang in there for a few more minutes. I wanted to say just thanks so much for all of you who serve tonight, for the food and for setup and all of that. We couldn't do this without you. We always need hands to help with that, and so we thank you for the volunteers. Jimmy, I haven't had the pulled pork yet, but I heard it was awesome. Was it good? Was it awesome? Thanks, Jimmy, for that. We appreciate that. And so I want to welcome Christy and Patrick up here, and AJ too, I think, is coming up. I'm not sure. We're going to do a giveaway.
My name's Christy, and I celebrate recovery from drugs and alcohol.
Hey everybody, I'm Patrick. I'm a believer in Jesus Christ, and I'm celebrating recovery from drug addiction and alcoholism.
We're going to do the chips.
We're going to do the chips.
You want me
Okay.
to
Yeah,
do
you
it? Okay,
better
so
at the reading 9.
we celebrate people's successes around here, and this is the most amazing success, being baptized, but also people get time in the program, and we like to honor them for that. And the first chip is a surrender chip. If you'd like to try this way of life, we'd love you to come out and get a white chip. Or, blue chip, wrong program. All right.
We got a blue chip. All right.
That's Dante. Everybody, welcome him in. Okay.
All right.
1 month. Anybody have 1 month?
Or 30 days
30 days
in a row.
in a row. Okay? What's the next one?
We got green for 60 days. 2 months.
2 months.
All right.
We'll get you that. It's Lori. Sam. Holly June. That's Renee. 90 days?
3 months.
What? I am so sorry.
Thank you.
That's Chloe. Hi. What's your name?
Gina.
Gina. That's Gina.
Six months.
6 months.
6 months.
What?
Wow.
Congratulations. That's Chrissy. Hi. This is Ashley. What? That was awesome. It's Randy. We did 9 months.
9 months.
9 months.
9 months.
What? Nice. What's his name?
Joe.
Joe.
No more 9 months? Years.
How about a year? How about multiple years?
How many years?
Congratulations. She's wet.
It's all wet.
What? 2 years. We don't have any white. Okay. What? How many? 2 years. Nice job.
All right.
Anybody else? Okay, I'm gonna get AJ up here. Here she comes. Everybody give AJ a hand.
Hi, everyone. My name is AJ. Grateful, recovering alcoholic and addict, and a believer in Jesus Christ. So tonight, probably due to my own negligence, we ran out of tickets. So what we're doing tonight is we're going to give this Bible away, but you have to reach under your seat, and if you got a ticket under there, it's yours. Really? Yes, Renee, come on up. I know, you wanted it at the front door. You're welcome. Okay, everybody, have a good night.